Hi, in this video we're going to show you the AR40 that I built. We're going to do a little shooting to it too. Now the lower is a New Frontier C9 lower, so it takes the Glock magazines, and most people would bid a 9mm out of it. I like 40s, so we built a 40. The barrel and the bolt are where the bolt's from. New Frontier also. The barrel and the muzzle device, which directs everything forward, is from Call Valley. And this is actually a really quiet gun. You can actually shoot it without hearing protection, but I'm wearing it right now. Just a super slim, what I got there, like a 9-inch handguard on it. Just a commercial length tube, and a little fancier, a little bit different sliding buttstock. See, it moves. I put the urban camouflage paint job on it myself, you know, and I originally had it with the, if you look at the older videos, with the red dot, but started rabbit hunting with it, spotlighting, and the scope works a lot better. This is the CV Life 1.5 to 4 power scope, which I really like, and on this gun it was perfect. Actually, first time we went out hunting with them, I just dropped a scope on, went to set it in at a rock at 50 yards, and it hit right next to the rock. So I settled down because it was a really windy night, like 20 miles an hour wind. Second shot, just hit the rock. So I didn't even have to adjust it for this rifle, which was just wild. Now, a New Frontier, this upper, the upper receiver is from Anderson, I believe. Just a generic upper, no door, but it does have a bullet deflector. New Frontier does build an upper that has a mechanism that will allow it to lock open on the last round. But it's about $180. It's not important to me that it locks open on the last round. So I didn't want to spend the extra $120, $130 because I got this for like 45 bucks. So yeah, so if you wanted something where it opens on the last round, they do make it, and according to their website and from what I read about it, it works really good. But for me, it wasn't important. Accuracy is actually really good. A lot better than we thought for ball ammo 40 caliber. And I did use some hollow points in this rabbit hunting too, and they're devastating. The hollow points, they just knocked a rabbit silly. So anyway, we're gonna fire here at 50 yards and we'll show you some of the accuracy. I fired a couple rounds through it here a moment ago to warm it up, you know, because that cold round. And the nice thing about Glock, of course, is there's all kinds of Glock magazines. Now this is an aftermarket. I don't even think it has a name on it. It's a 29 rounder with the +2 I got for like $19 at the gun show. And of course I painted it up a little bit too. Now we do have some shorter Glock magazines for when we actually have it on the bipods and stuff, because obviously this sticks out a little bit far to be having a bipod on it. But like I said, they make plenty of different magazines for the Glocks, 40 or 9, whatever you want to be. And we're going to arm it, and we're going to see how it shoots. And we're going to go up to 4 power. Right now I still got it on 1.5. You can see that circle a little bit better. Settle it in. A little high and to the left. Ooh, way out there. Flyer. And a little bit to the left. You can see I'm hitting a little left. It's probably just me. I'm kind of bouncing all over the place today. And when it goes click, you check your magazine. Then of course, it will lock open. You just got to do it manually. And we check, make sure the receiver's empty. So, and that's it. It's been a fun gun. Been shooting it for a few months now. We did have some failures. And I think I got the pictures where it was ripping the casings apart, literally. So And then there was also a little feeding problem too. So we had to throat and polish the chamber. Wasn't really hard if you know how to do it. You just got to disassemble the gun so you can get to the chamber, which is right about in here. So you got to take the barrel back off. Throated a little bit. For you people who don't know what throating is, the edge at the front of the chamber, we kind of beveled a little bit. It's the best I can explain it at the moment. You're just kind of opening it up just a little bit, about a couple millimeters. And then polishing, of course, we think that was what was ripping the casings apart. As it fired, the casing swells. The front of the casing is holding on into the chamber while the back rips open with a bolt. I had 2 or 3 rounds that did that. My brother, who built basically the same exact rifle, he had a couple that did that. So you just use some emery cloth sandpaper on a Dremel, smooth it out really good, but you don't want to open it up. You just want to smooth it out, make it almost like a polished metal. And we did have to do that. We did have some problems originally. Had to do that a couple times, test them, take them back apart, test them. But overall, now I haven't had a jam on this thing. I've shot probably 150, 200 rounds through it now without a jam. Still shoots pretty good. I mean, just because I'm standing and bouncing around a little bit, that isn't indicative of the rifle itself. It's more me. But it is a fun gun, and for a lot of people who like 9mm, of course, you can build basically the same thing in 9mm with the same parts. And of course, you know, 9mm being cheaper to shoot, might even shoot a little flatter and be a little bit more accurate in the long run. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section and I'll get back to you. Thanks.